I very recently had a chat with an individual who has a grown son with autism. He told me that he was having difficulty holding down jobs and doing other social things that are critical for success in this life. I have autism. I don't have a PhD or anything like that, or any kind of degree. My crowning achievement in community college was getting kicked out for fighting. But that being said, I, due to my experience, hereby declare myself to be an expert. You see, the problem is that when you try to be normal, when you're autistic, it's just a lie. You're just lying. It feels like you're playing a role that you don't enjoy playing. And it really can fuck you up because it's like a Halloween mask. It can get really sweaty and uncomfortable. And you just want to rip that thing off. It's the memes that online that say, I tried to be normal for however long and it was the worst time of my life. They're funny. But when you have autism, that describes our reality perfectly. Um, it's like being tangled up in barbed wire. The more you try to struggle to get out of it, the the more entangled you become. And see, autism is it's when you're autistic, you are not normal. You were never normal, and you will never be normal. And society often tries to do things to quote unquote make us normal, and it fails miserably. You know, I have had my difficulties with women. For example, I'm 34 years old, and I have never had a girlfriend. And when I've tried flirting with women in the past, but when I do, it just feels like I'm just, I feel so out of touch with it. I feel like a total just, why am I even doing this? I really don't feel like talking to a lot of them. But if I wanted to get laid or even get a girlfriend, I had to do it. And I have enjoyed my conversations with a select few females, but going out and just trying to get laid, it's just not an enjoyable process and it fails miserably. Now, that doesn't mean I haven't met several women over the course of my 34 years of life that I have thought would make suitable girlfriends, but they weren't interested. That being said, is you often find yourself either unemployed or underemployed, and you like know so much about about a few topics, but not others, not enough of the others to get you a degree in whatever it is your special interest is. And as a result, you don't get a degree because, like, for example, subjects like mathematics just utterly drain me. Uh, and but to me, things like abnormal psychology are fun. Military history is fun. Criminology is fun. You know, and like there's a lot of and philosophy is kind of fun. It's I don't think I could get a PhD in it, even though I do philosophize quite a bit. And however, despite the fact that I am an amateur philosopher and all that jazz, I just it's just when you get to these subjects, they drain you. And I also have ADHD, and the whole hyper focus thing it's just like it's either it happens, this little superpower either emerges or it doesn't. And if it doesn't emerge, you have to bully yourself into paying attention. And despite heroic efforts, sometimes you fail anyway. And so you figure, what's the point, you know? And when you're underemployed, you find things grossly under grossly unstimulating. You're constantly thinking about something else, like either how to make the job, your place of employment, better, or maybe trying to figure out how to solve a particular problem. This is the more often trying to figure out how to solve a particular problem that is not related to work. Like, I guess it's like when I worked at Burger King, I would often think about, like, how to solve the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, how to defeat the Taliban or something like that, like, or how to stop school shootings, like, you know, or how to, you know, how to think about things you saw on YouTube and dissecting them, or philosophizing, like, you know, for example, I told the gentleman I talked to earlier today that in the battle between Medusa versus Perseus, Medusa was the good guy because she was just living her life in her dwelling, and Perseus breaks into her house and tries to kill her, and all the people she turned to stone were trying to do the same thing. They came to her residence, broke into her house to commit a homicide, and she was just acting in self-defense. She did what I would do, you know. She didn't really have a choice if she wanted to live. And we can go on and on about this, but that's enough Greek philosophy and hero myths for now. However, people often frustrate you because it's like with small talk, for example, that's very difficult because you're it agitates you because you want to do when you're talking, you want to do something with meaning. You want to figure things out. You want to solve problems, and it's like dealing with boring or mundane things when you have autism, ADHD, or both. You often let your mind wander, and to keep yourself going, because when you do that, you can find a whole lot of mental stimulation. When you're doing something uninteresting, you can just zone out and do something in your own head that does interest you. And, like, you know, I have been dealing with a lot of things, and it's like a lot of women describe me as creepy when I try to act normal. And I often think, maybe I probably think my real personality would creep them out even more, because I like dark, morbid shit. But anyway, the thing about it is that as trying to cope with neurotypicals is very difficult because you're hopelessly outnumbered. They are ruled by their emotions, and you are ruled by logic. And it's very difficult. It's like Spock is pretty much an autistic archetype and has been described as such. And because of that, he often has difficulty fitting in. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Be good, y'all. Peace.